I would like to take a look at the Intensive Business English course structure. Now here we have a diagram, a very simple diagram. Well, in fact the success of the Intensive Business English method lies in its simplicity. At the beginning of every course we set the objectives for the student. This is important and depends on the student's needs, but perhaps it could be for English at work or which particular difficulties the student has with English. So we set these objectives for the entirety of the course. We then continue through to the lesson cycle. Now obviously nothing is explained on this diagram, but I would like to come back to that in just a moment, just so we can have a look at the course in its entirety first. We then arrive at the mid-course test. Here we can give the student feedback about the progress that's been made so far in the test, and also we can review again the objectives that were set at the outset of the course. Then for the remainder of the course we continue with the lesson cycle until we reach the end of the course, when we have a final test and of course give the students feedback on their progress. Let's just go back a moment and look at the lesson cycle. The first thing we do in every lesson is actually have a link or follow-up from the last lesson. This could be reviewing target language or vocabulary from the previous lesson, or checking any homework that has been done. We then set very clear objectives for the lesson. This is so we have a kind of contract, if you like, with the students, and they know exactly what will be done. Then we have a look at some new material. This can be following a course book that the student has, or it can be some particular work on functions that the teacher has provided. Of course, the most important part of the lesson is putting this new material and target language into practice. So what we have is some opportunities to do role plays. At the end of the lesson, we review the objectives that were set at the beginning of the lesson. We can then give the student some feedback from his performance during the lesson and give them some homework for the following occasion. And that is the Intensive Business English course structure.